introduction about myself. I am Shivaram, Managing Director of a company called Classic Polo. We are doing about 700 crores turnover in our business, and we have got some 6,000 employees working with us. So my NGO or whatever you saw, the tree plantation is a passion. Otherwise, I am a businessman. He is Mr. Bhupati, and he is another businessman. Again, we are associated here for green. Today we are meeting as per the request made by Mr. Tirunavukarsu, IFS. He is my good friend, and I think he is the principal for the Cosmos institution. You have seen 2 or 3 sites since morning, and before getting into the topic, I understand you are from Uttar Pradesh and Uttarakhand. Very unfortunate, in your region past 1 week, we see a lot of floods, lot of landslide, lot of human lives gone, and the damage seems to be 4,000, 5,000 crores plus. Same situation happened last year in your Jyotimat in Uttarakhand, right? So you people are, you have selected a noble course, and I think after your course completion, you will be all selected as ACF. While having so many other streams of money making, you would have become an auditor, you would have become an engineer, you would have become a doctor. You all selected forest service, which is much better and much bigger than other services. So my heartfelt congratulations and appreciations to all of you. Okay, you are all, see, a doctor can save a life in the hospital. You can save the life of next generations in the society. Okay, so you have all selected a wonderful course, and if at all someone has regretted, arey yaar, you have selected bad course, you have to tell back. A doctor can save a life only in the hospital, an engineer can do construction only at the site, but the job what you people are going to do, it will save the generations and generations, not only human, the wildlife also, the flora, fauna also, everything. So let me start why the climate has become so much erratic, why the rainfall has become so erratic, unseasonal rain, and what rain is supposed to get down in 15 days period, we get in 15 minutes. So why? What's the solution? You would have read enough about El Nino, climate change, global warming. I'm not here to talk about that. But what, as a human, as a civilized person, what we can do? What is our responsibility? What is our role? That's what we are doing in the project called Vanathukul Tiruppur, which means Tiruppur is our district name. Vanathukul Tiruppur means Tiruppur inside a jungle. Our wish is to make Tiruppur city sustainable for any damages of climate, and we are doing every year about 2 lakh trees. We are growing 2 lakh trees, I would say. We don't say tree plantation, because plantation is different and growing is different, right? If plantation is the real account, then India would have become much greener than Amazon forest, because our politicians are planting so much of trees every year. The schools, academicians, everyone is planting. What way we are different? Or rather, let me put this way, what way an agroforestry or a social forest is different from your reserve forest? You are all getting trained to protect the reserve forest of the country. In reserve forest, your job is to protect existing green cover and save the wild, save the flora fauna. Your objectives are very clear and very limited when it comes to reserve forest. In agroforestry, the objectives are slightly different. Here we need to give revenue to the farmers and sustain the environment impact. So whatever tree you plant, the harvest benefits are for the Jameen. It's for the farmer. Unless farmer gets some paisa, they will not be interested to grow the trees. So in public land, wherever you have government land, there the objective is the tree which has bigger canopy, which can house lot of birds, which can withstand the heavy wind. So the selection of species starts from the soil condition. The big difference between a reserve forest and agroforest is we talk about soil condition, we talk about water availability, we talk about the wind situation, we talk about the life of the tree, because we grow tree for cutting. In RF you don't grow for cutting, here we grow for felling. So you have seen the first site which we call SNQS, third site we call as classic garden, and another site in between you saw, I think it's a temple land. So the first was a private land, second was a public land, the third was again a private land. Here we are in a 12-acre public land. This is belonging to Tiruppur City Municipal Corporation. We have planted about 50 variants of bamboo. So here we have bamboo species brought from across the country. And here again the objective is to give the best oxygen generation for people. The park is yet to open. The park is not yet officially opened. This is again a government property. Another couple of weeks we will be opening this property for public. This is our 9th year running. This event was started as a homage to Dr. Abdul Kalam. So our aim was to make 1 lakh trees in Tiruppur district, and we got a beautiful team. Everyone loves Kalamji, right? All of us love Kalamji. So as a homage, we started to grow 1 lakh tree, and lot of youngsters came together. We got lot of Tiruppur business people for funding. So as a result, on the valedictory function of first year, the donors asked, why you are stopping tree planting? You continue growing. So now we have about 500 volunteers in this mission. There are about a dozen of NGOs under this umbrella Vanathukul Tiruppur. So every village, every town has an NGO, and the funding is done by the Vetry NGO, where I am the founder president. So every year we spend about 1.5 crores for tree growing. This is not government money, this is not government funding, there is no audit, no one asks you question, but still the results are amazing. We have 85% survival of trees what we plant, which is an astonishing thing, because in forest, in any department, 35-40% is a big task, because you don't have the watering facility in RF. You cannot access, or it is always growing with seasonal rains, monsoon rains. You cannot water into a reserve forest. There is, governments don't provide fund, or you cannot access. The terrain is so challenging. Here the most successful species, if we talk, we specialize in about 70 species, out of which the 5 are the toppers, 5 are the commercial crops. So teak wood stands number one in our agroforestry. Next to teak wood is sandal and red sanders. The fourth would be mahogany, African mahogany, and we have another species called Senegal kaya. That is an African, again cousin of mahogany only. It is Senegal kaya. So these 5 species occupy our majority space in our every year plantation. We do have some riverine species on the border of water bodies. We do plant casuarina, we do plant bamboo, we do plant Arjuna trees. So we do have for all rocky strata, very no water availability, very scanty rainfall region, we do plant eucalyptus for paper pulp. So we have, the list is very big. We have for poultry farms. In poultry farms, the requirement is different. The farm owner is very clear that he don't need any bird to come. He need trees, but the trees which will not give any fruit, because lot of birds coming and nesting, it will bring some bird flu to the chicken in the poultry. So every industry has got a different unique requirement. Someone asked, trees which have very less shedding of leaves. So look at the beauty of nature. The first year we have planted about 70 varieties of tree. After 5 years we have gone back to the site, and the scientists have understood. They have found 210 variants of species in that same plot. We have done plantation of only 70, and after 5 years we have found 210. So how this happened? Who did this change? We found lot of small mammals, we find a lot of rabbits, squirrels, snakes, scorpions, variety of birds, variety of spiders. We have recorded about 42 variety of spiders in our plots. The soil profile has changed. The texture of soil has changed, because every year there is a leaf shedding, every year there is a mulching, and the soil has become rich. The water holding capacity has increased. We saw a lot of earthworms, and the entire biodiversity cycle is beautifully changed. You would have seen the control plots. For example, after this session you can see this plot where we are sitting is lush green, and all sides neighboring plots are empty even today. So this is what we have been doing. We are closely associated with Forest College and Research Institute in Mettupalayam. So they are the professors there, they are mentoring us. And for the new variety, for the new tree, we are associated with IFGDB, Institute of, you know IFGDB, right? Because it is in your same campus. So the new variants are given to us by IFGDB, and the growing techniques are given by Forest College and Research Institute at Mettupalayam. The difference between your first plot, what you inspected, and the third plot, what you inspected today is, the first plot, we have not done any pruning. Okay, the tree branches pruning we have not done. And the third plot where you have gone, we have done pruning. So the girth of the tree is almost double, although the planting we did in the same year. So agroforestry needs periodical pruning. So if it is a teak, we can do pruning once in a year, just once in a year. If it is sandalwood, it has to be progressive pruning. Matlab you prune 25% of the branches now, and leave a gap of 3 months, do another 25% of branch, again 3 months. So every tree has a methodology of pruning. So the list is very big, but to cut short, we grow 2 lakh, and the biggest tree now in our plot are as tall as 25 to 30 feet, and the girth is 25 to 30 inches girth at chest height. So we are not foresters. My academics are civil engineering, doing textile business, but tree growing is our passion. So we know little about tree. And same with Mr. Bhupati, my colleague. So any questions you have, I am glad to answer. Otherwise, let us break for the lunch. Thank you so much. Good question. The border fencing is our first condition. It has to be fenced properly. Otherwise, the cattle field menace is trouble. And the second condition is we need minimum watering by drip irrigation. So these two are our conditions. If we don't have these two, we don't do plantation because it is waste of money. It's all hard-earned money we bring in. The farmer gets everything free. In India, anything you give free has no value, right? The freebies never have a value. So I can sit in my office and do my business. I'm earning money there. I'm already doing 700 crores of turnover. I have a showroom everywhere in India. So why do I go Jameen by Jameen and big steel borrow and do this tree planting job? I have 6,000 families to take care. Okay, but the environment what my grandfather gave to my father, what environment my father gave to me is not the same. And what I am going to give to my son, 70% khatam ho gaya. In name of industrialization, in name of civilization, we have removed all the trees. We have mined all the sand in our rivers. We have let sewage everywhere and anywhere in name of development. But we have realized we cannot eat money. We cannot live with money when there is no health, no proper drinking water, and no sanitization. Okay, money has a limited purpose, right? When nature is spoiled beyond a limit, then this money has no value. So people in Tiruppur have realized that. And coming back to your question, just two. We need a protected fence and we need a minimum water. And government of Tamil Nadu is providing heavy subsidy for the drip irrigation. As good as 50% of the irrigation cost, pipeline cost is sponsored by government of Tamil Nadu. So we facilitate people to get that money from government and use minimum water and bring maximum growth. Thank you.
Sandalwood or red sandal.
Let me
answer. What is the means final aim? Does it for the we would just leave the trees grow as it is, and or you may harvest it or may plant something else? What?
Let me answer this way. With a proper care and proper growing, the teak harvest is the first harvest we can do in 15 years. The sandalwood takes with a precision growing. The sandalwood takes 20 to 25 years. And the red sanders take similar time of 25 to 30 years. Red sanders, these three are high price commercial crops. The rates are always decided by market. If my memory goes right, today the CFT cost of a teak should be how much? 6 to 8,000 rupees is the cost of per cubic feet of teak. and the requirement is growing. We are a big time import country for teak for past 25 years. Even people from Tiruppur, they are importing. So the demand is very, very huge. And sandal, it was originally an Indian species. Today you know who is the biggest grower of sandal?
Australia.
Australia. So somehow we have left all the good species in jungle only, in reserve forest only. But the other countries have very carefully, they have become a commercial, they made a commercial crop. They have improved the clones. For example, even this casuarina, the best clones are not in India. Government of India is trying very hard to bring the best clones every year, and we are doing. So coming back to your question, you asked how big will be the revenue, you said.
Sir, mainly, sir, what is the purpose? Final purpose of this, is it getting revenue or providing revenue to the society, or why?
No, the revenue will be only for that farmer. So the moment the farmer does the harvest, the culling of tree, and he see a big money, what he will do? That's our idea. We want to show money to the farmer, that's all. Actually, government should do this job, but in a democratic country like India, we are the government, right? Someone has to build the cat. We have done, in fact, in the first year, 2015, we have done a species called, in Tamil we called Malay Vembu, and that was a wrong species actually. For our district, it was a failure crop. It is actually a riverine species, while Tiruppur is a rain shadow region. We get very, very less rainfall. That was a failure crop for us. And every year we keep learning, we do a lot of mistake, we keep learning and we correct for the next year. So when we talk about revenues, yes, commercial crop, quick and visible, and no royalty is teak, mahogany, the Senegal kaya. These three are for the wood quality. This sandal and red sanders, government of India or state government takes 33%, one-third of the royalty goes for government. You need permission for culling, and sandalwood has to be auctioned by government only. Okay, so before culling they will do the measurement. Okay, after culling they mark the tree numbers and all. It goes to the yard. The government does an auction. As and when the auction is made, you get 2/3 money to you and 1/3 goes to the government as their revenue. In case of red sanders, you need permission for culling, and there is again like it is not, Tamil Nadu government does not sell red sanders. So far in India there is no official usage of red sanders. It is all going for export, and huge smuggling happens. Every month the people, police catch hold, foresters catch hold of some vehicles of red sanders. So they all say, even forest department say, the value is very huge in abroad. They say it is China. The end use is not yet known. But farmers are crazy of growing red sanders. Although I work on some logics and principles, when the selling point, the guarantee what I give for a teak wood or sandalwood, I don't give for red sanders, because the buyer is not seen. The rates are not open. The trade is completely done by illegal mafias, red sanders. In our region, in southern part of India, the biggest growing region is Andhra Pradesh. Again, reserve forest. So, but every year, at least 10 people are killed, 10 smugglers are killed by police in Andhra Pradesh forest. and more people are going. People are not worried about their life. The earning is so much. Hope I have answered your question. Any other questions? Yeah. For sandal and red sandal, once it reaches the harvesting age, definitely farmer has to go for the electric fencing with some alarms and all, and he has to put proper security. Otherwise, the farmer will be killed first, and then the wood will be taken away. When you have a bigger jameen, when you have a bigger plot, then the threat of smuggling is also bigger. Here we have one sandal farm, which is some 1 hour drive from this place. That is about 20 years old farm. So, any time it can be harvested. And they got 3 layers of electric fencing, plus the owner is very intelligent fellow. He has put a factory inside. So always some 150, 200 bigaris are working inside. Okay. So the owner is very clever. Any electric fence can be managed. And engineering needs a reverse engineering to fool, right? But 150, 200 bigaris can't be managed by thieves. So you have to do some mechanism. Money never comes risk-free. When there is a big money, there is a big risk. People are happy. The farmer, when he is clear that next 5 years he will get so much of crores, then farmer gets ready for any panga. That's there in any business, right? That risk is there. We do have some general crop which don't speak about timber value. We do lot of neem trees, we do lot of jamun trees. So neem is going for the biggest nimbicide in consumption. Now organic farming has become a fancy talk in India. Everyone talk about organic farming, organic farming. In organic farming, neem plays the majority role for the pesticide. So wherever there is less water or no water, we do plant neem, we do plant jamun, because this grows along with monsoon. And it gives a good pest resistance, maintenance free. You need not do pruning also. Any tree, the moment you do pruning, then the canopy is fast, it gets a good shape. But no pruning also, no problem. It will have a stunted growth, but chalega, no problem. That's it. So thank you all. Thanks for coming here. Wishing you a good luck for a fantastic course completion, and save our wild forest, save our flora and fauna, and save our future generations. Thank you all. Jai Hind.
नमस्कार, आप सबों का स्वागत है तमिलनाडु पे। हम थोड़ा बहुत हिंदी बोलते हैं, कुछ गलती होगा तो माफ़ कर देना। तो इतना बड़ा हिंदुस्तान में आप लोगों को एक मौका मिला तमिलनाडु में आने के लिए, तो आप लोग तमिलनाडु में आए, हम लोग की थोड़ा खुश है। तो इसमें देखते हैं जो महिला भी तो आधा होंगे लगता है मुझे। चलिए बहुत अच्छा है। तो घर संभालने वाला, देश संभालने वाला, मतलब देश नहीं है, जंगल को संभालने के लिए आप लोग तैयार हो गए। तो नाम तो आपको इन्होंने सार ने बताया, वनतुकुल तिरुपुर। तो वनम मतलब आपको फॉरेस्ट है, तो तमिल है ना, तो इसलिए मैं बता रहा हूँ। तो जंगल का अंदर तिरुपुर है। तो मैं तो ज़्यादा इंटरफेयर नहीं करता हूँ, पूरा इनका तो काम चलता है। मैं भी 1-2 मीटिंग में पार्टिसिपेट करता हूँ। जैसे मैंने कुछ बोलना बता, बात सार ने पूछा था, मतलब पेड़ तो लगा देते हैं, उसको कैसे संभालेंगे। तो 1-2 फेस में तो वैसे सिचुएशन नहीं था। पानी के लिए भी जैसे हम लोग का जो ऑर्गेनाइजेशन है, उन लोग का गाड़ी रख के पानी सबको देता था पेड़ों के लिए। तो फिर 14 या 15 फेस में वो डिसाइड किया इन लोग ने जहाँ मतलब वो पूरा जाली बनाया, पानी का जो जुगाड़ अंदर होगा उसी हिसाब से किया था। जैसे मतलब पेड़ों प्लांटिंग करते हैं तो जितना ग्रो होता है किसी को पता नहीं है। मतलब जितना हम लोग का रोज़ का पेपर पे न्यूज़ पे आता है तो जो नेता लोग ने जो बर्थडे का वो ये करता है, कितना ग्रो हो रहा है किसी को पता नहीं। लेकिन जो वनातुकुल तिरुपुर का स्कीम है 16 लाख तो अभी तक हो गया। इसमें से 600 पेड़ों ने मेरा जगह पे रखा हुआ, उसी के अंदर पूरा जो हमने पाइप लगा के पूरा का जाली लगा करके फेंसिंग करके बढ़ा रहे हैं। जैसे अभी 16 लाख मतलब जो प्लांटिंग किया था उसका हिसाब है, जैसे वो अपने आप बढ़ गया वो हिसाब तो किसी का पता नहीं। लेकिन 16 लाख में आप इनको पूछेगा ना कहाँ कहाँ कितना लगा हुआ, 16 लाख अभी जिंदा है कि नहीं है, ये सारा डेटा इनके पास है। इतना सारा फॉलोअप तो करते हैं। जो इन लोग का भी स्टाफ जितना भी नज़र आ रहा है इनका खुद का स्टाफ है। वो कंपनी में इनका जो काम जितना भी करते हैं ना उससे ज़्यादा तो ये काम कर रहे हैं इन लोग। तो ये ऐसे काम लोग इनका पूरा टीम है, बढ़िया कर रहे हैं इन लोग। और 2 मिनट का लिए आपका टाइम ले लेते हैं। अब तो तिरुपुर में आया, तिरुपुर का तो एक स्पेशलिटी है बनियंस, टी शर्ट्स। आप दुनिया में कहीं भी जाके तिरुपुर का नाम बोलेगा तो उनको पता लगेगा। वैसा काम तो यहाँ पे चलता है। और साल भर लगभग 35 to 40,000 करोड़ का एक्सपोर्ट हो रहा है। और द सेम अमाउंट डोमेस्टिक में भी यहाँ से माल बना के जा रहे हैं। तो आप उतना दूर से आए हैं ये भी तो जान के जाना पड़ेगा, ये बताना हम लोग का ड्यूटी है। थैंक यू वेरी मच।
मतलब unless until they are not going to get some financial benefit, nobody is going to care about the forest as such. Well, because we are or it's a human nature. Everybody just want to save himself first, or just they care about their benefit first. So unless and until there is some value attached, we make some other. Even I just often I ask to my seniors that how we can build industry around those forests or maybe trees, because unless until we do not attach the value to the forest, the people are not going to care it about. So the what at least you are doing, I hope just as you said, your purpose, that's why I had asked. So which you have told that the ultimate purpose is that you just want to show the people the money, how much is attached to that. And the moment they realize that's importance, they are going to plant it automatically. So, sir, it's a good thing that we are doing. And on the behalf of our principal, sir, and all our colleagues, we thank you a lot, sir, for giving us opportunity. And that's doing this noble job. Thank you, sir.